Have a lot of people flown in from a different time zone like me? A few hours sleep or a little more? Few? Yeah, I'm working on a few. I didn't really sleep last night, so you'll excuse me if the wheels are turning a little slowly this morning. Yeah, but it's great to be back. I'm excited about this show. I think it's been a couple of years since I did Jersey. The last time I did it, it was fantastic. Huge crowd. We had a wonderful time. Let's do it again this weekend. Yes, sir. So, tell me everything. Start at the beginning. Go. You first.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No? Okay. Should we go to questions right away? I guess we should, because our brain is a little foggy and we need help here, guys. Do we have someone over here? Hi.
So I came from Orlando just to see you.
Oh, fantastic. I'm flattered.
Excuse me. I was wondering, I know probably everybody here is Supernatural, but I love Battlestar. And so I was just wondering, what was your favorite part of working on Battlestar?
There are so many things that I loved about Battlestar. You have to understand that I'm a big sci-fi fan, a genre fan myself. I always have been ever since I was a kid. And when we started Battlestar, it was clear that the miniseries was really something different. Like it was amazing. The first season wasn't guaranteed, but I think the response to that miniseries was so strong. And the test groups, the audiences just wanted to see more. So I remember shooting the first season, and for me, I was constantly like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is like a dream come true. Like I'm sitting here with the likes of Mary McDonald and Edward James almost, and then of course the rest of my cast were so talented. Like, I get to see James Callis work early on, and it was just fantastic. So many wonderful actors and such wonderful writing. I was pinching myself regularly. So one of my favorite things early on was the fact that the writing was exceptional, and it every day felt like biggest hits. And that's interesting and unique in the way that when you first start out, that was one of my first big gigs. He was an actor. I don't care how experienced or confident you are. When you first start out in this business and you're acting with legends who've been doing it for 40 to 50 years, it's intimidating. It's scary. And I was definitely intimidated and scared. But one thing that was overriding that fear and that intimidation was just pure excitement and joy at being able to have that opportunity. So even on bad days, I always brought back to the fact that you are so blessed, you're so lucky to be doing this. The show was a fantastic ride. In total, I worked with those people for 6 years. If you include the time between the miniseries. The miniseries we did was originally 4 hours long, so it was almost like doing 2 back-to-back features when we shot it. I'm still dear friends with many of those people. They're family to me, they always will be. I'm so proud to have been on that show, and the fact that it's still resonating 20 years from the day that we started, which is still wild to even get my head around, is a testament to the quality and the importance of that art. And Eddie almost always said, like 20 years from now, we're going to be talking about the show. Maybe we'll still be talking about it. I mean, he was completely right. He was 100% right. So
It holds up perfectly. I just rewatched it last week, and it was
just last week.
Just last week, I rewatched the whole thing. I just didn't sit.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
It's like that episode of Portlandia. You didn't sleep, you forgot to brush your teeth, you just went for it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So I have another Battlestar Galactica question for you, although she stole my first plan.
She took some of it.
One of the, it is said that when that Hela was supposed to be left on Caprica and not come back. Is that true? And how did it come about that you actually stayed to the end?
I think it is true. I think if you think of, in terms of budget, and you think of the way that you're organizing shows, a production manager is an executive producer. It was a large cast already. They had many different storyline arcs that they needed to invest in and explore, and I think they saw most of those happening on the ship. They didn't really intend to be back on the planet in Caprica. But I guess, this is what I've heard, Ron Moore has confirmed this before, but there was such strong audience reaction to Hilo's storyline, running around on the planet, you know, trying to survive, but initially just giving up his seat, the way he did that, the heroic way, the selfless way that he gave up his seat for James Callis's character, Gaius Baltar, the resident gymnast, because he felt that whatever was left of humanity was going to be better with this man. This man had more worth than his own work, his own life. And people really responded to that, and they ended up writing for it. And it ended up being one of the most popular parts of the show. Thank you so much.
Hi. My name is Alicia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My question is, what would your dream mental health day or day off look like?
What would my dream of it be?
Your dream mental health day or day off. If you get a day off from work, would you binge watch a show or order food or whatever? What would you do?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, I tell you, when I have my cheat day, because I try to be disciplined for most of the week, when I have my cheat day, I eat anything and everything that I've been craving all that week. When I'm punishing myself and eating really bland salads and boring food, I go for it, man. So here's a quick story to that point. I grew up in northern Canada, in a small town that I grew up in. There you go. You got some northerners in the crowd or some appreciators of it. Very small town. When I was a kid, there was like 12,000 people. The only fast food restaurant there was Dairy Queen. So I've got a real soft spot for DQ. There were burgers, there were ice cream, blizzards, dilly bars, all that stuff. So a dream mental health day might be binging some of my favorite shows. Definitely a portion of the day watching UFC, because I'm a huge combat fan. And getting down on some, maybe a Smarties Blizzard and some triple cheeseburgers. Maybe a pizza about an hour later. And then if I can stuff anything else in, maybe 2 hours, give myself a little time to digest, I might get some Thai food in there. It's good, right? It's all good stuff. What about you? I have to ask you now.
Probably the same thing as you, to be honest. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you for that question. It's the first time I've ever asked that. Well, I want Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen. Huge.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you?
I'm doing good. So my question is, were you a fan of Supernatural before you auditioned, or was it just kind of like, oh, that sounds fun, like, let's see what that's all about?
So Supernatural, as far as I remember, which started around the same time the Battlestar began shooting in Vancouver. So I was well aware of the show. I met Jared briefly before, heard about the show, heard about its momentum, and just happy that the show was being shot in Vancouver, and I had so many friends who were working on it. There was the typical guest star of the week, so I had many different friends who were going in and doing episodes. And my best buddy Alex Potovic, he ended up doing 3 episodes, 3 different characters over the 15 seasons. I'd seen a couple episodes, but it feels like, and I haven't gone back and watched, but it feels like those first 4 seasons, it was kind of a different creature than what it became, you know? It kind of had the supernatural thing of the week, and I think it changed for the better, and I love what the show became, because I was a big fan of the later episodes, the later seasons. Being from Vancouver and shooting there, we kind of celebrate all productions that are happening there, because they're employing people, they're employing all the crews, they're bringing a lot of money into the community, and people are very, very appreciative of it. So to think about when I heard about that show starting, if you had asked me then, hey, this show will go this many seasons, like if I had any idea, I probably would have said no because it's so rare. But again, that's a testament to the quality of fans. Part of the reason the show went as long as it is because of you guys, because you wanted more, because it got put on streamers and people were marathoning the hell out of the show, right? So it's a special production to have been a part of, and I've been doing these conventions with these guys now for a decade, and I'm just really grateful for it. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Donna.
So you were wonderful in Casa, and of course the Pedro. What do you look for in a character? What stands out in the page that makes you go, I need to do this?
I mean, listen, there's been times where there's been plenty of work and there's been offers and I've been in a position where I can turn things down and be quite picky. But most times in this business, we don't have that luxury. That said, as an actor, I appreciate and love this craft so much. I like to challenge myself. Things that are scary, I want to do too. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know about that. I want to challenge myself. I want to do it. Writing number one. But sometimes writing might not be the best, but you find out who's involved in terms of other actors, or the showrunners, or creatives, and that's what inspires you. You're like, listen, these people are good enough. Even if this draft isn't great, they're gonna, or I might just come up there for a second, or the fact that you're just going to get an opportunity to work with an actor or actors that you respect so much. We love to do this dance. This acting it's a reciprocal thing. It's not the other thing in any way. You're up there doing the dance with something because you want to do it. That's what we get off on. That's why we love this craft. We bring our stuff to the table, and then the actor that you're working with brings their stuff, and we create something completely different. And the unknown places that you go, it's one of the most attractive things about this art form that I love so much. I jump at the opportunity to work with actors whose work I've seen before and I respect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.